Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Michelle, and we're here to talk.
And laugh. Hello.
You're in the hot seat today.
I feel hot already. Am I already I feel like I'm already sweating. What are we doing?
I am actually sweating. That's okay.
Sweating. I just blew down my shirt.
It's just my new state. Just hot,
Hi, older than 45?
Yeah.
Let's sweat.
Hot all the time.
Yeah.
All right.
What's the matter?
What? Oh, we are going to get into this today. Oh, yes. I think this is what is on everyone's minds because because we've alluded to this in past episodes. Yes, we have. Oh, you know what we're doing. How many times can we make Sarah blush in this episode?
It's not going to be hard.
Put your bets down below. All right, we're talking about
What are we talking about? Hema.
Your new boyfriend.
Dun dun dun.
Your new boyfriend.
Yeah, I like him.
Oh, okay. So I haven't met him yet.
Truth be told,
I have not met him yet. I will be meeting him this weekend.
Michelle's jury is out
for the first time. So I have no thoughts. I have no opinions yet. Right?
You have one opinion.
I have one opinion.
You do because you saw a video he sent me today.
Oh,
you had one opinion.
I have. It's a pretty strong opinion, but we're all in agreement, right?
Okay. Yeah. I don't really care as much as you care, but
really,
I really don't care. No. Should we tell people what we're talking about, or just leave them in the dark?
Okay, sure. Can we flash a picture up?
I don't know. I will. Hopefully. So here's what I'm going to do.
We'll see if he's okay with it.
That's exactly right. I'm going to see if he's okay with us flashing a picture of said video. Because I didn't even play the video. You just saw it and went,
I was like, no.
And what did you object to, Michelle?
He has a little ponytail.
He has a little man bun. He really does. Yeah.
It's not even that big, though. It's like a little.
It's tiny.
Yeah, it's a little.
It's a little pigtail. He just hasn't had a haircut in a while. That's all.
But he can just not tie it back.
No, he really can't. It looks so much better tied back.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Oh, stop it.
I don't like it.
Poor Ray.
I don't like it.
You know, he's going to be listening to this.
I know.
While he's at the gym. He's going to drop an 80-pound dumbbell on his foot and be like, damn you, Michelle.
But you weren't.
I said he wants to cut it off. He just hasn't had time. It's been busy. Yeah, it's all
fine.
good.
We're all good.
It's all fine.
We're on the same page.
Everything's great.
We're all on the same page.
Okay. Well, I call it a man bun. You can call it a pigtail. Let's see what he responds to on that. This poor man.
It's a little.
I feel so bad for anybody who dates me. I'm so sorry.
Are you surprised? My husband has a crew cut.
Yeah, that's true.
Are you surprised?
That's true. That's true. He does. He does.
He has a crew cut.
Yeah.
He gets the half.
Yes.
The half. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's start from the top. Now let's just a little background on Sarah's situation in case you're new here. Sarah is divorced. She is a mother. And divorced. How long has the divorce? Well, since the divorce.
Well, the act legally or
Yes.
when we separated.
Whatever you feel comfortable.
Okay, whatever. So we were separated since. Oh my God, I don't know. It's like 4 years. We were separated for like 4 years before we finalized the divorce. I'm very proud of us.
Okay.
We didn't lawyer up. We didn't get crazy. You know, we did it ourselves. And,
very civilized. Yeah.
Very civilized. And I got Zoom divorced, which is the most anticlimactic ending to a marriage ever.
Did it happen over COVID? Is that why? Or
no,
it was just...
they just, once they figured out during COVID, they could do it over Zoom. They just kept it.
Okay.
Smart asses. So it was me, a judge, and some court person.
Yeah.
And I was like, am I divorced now? He's like, you're divorced now. I'm like, huh. I wonder what I'm going to have for lunch. It was so weird. It was so weird. Anyway, yeah. So that happened in March of last year. It is as of this recording. So 10 months ago.
Okay.
Finalized. Yeah. But almost 5 years separated.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And I think, like, at least in my mind, when you were like, I think I'm ready to date, I was like, oh, so soon? Because I was going off of that divorce date. But you had been separated for a long time.
Yeah.
And when we know a relationship is coming to an end, it's been, shall we say, like kind of slowly dying.
Long time.
For a long time.
Long time.
So it was really kind of a long time coming.
Yes.
And did you, so when you thought to yourself, I'm ready to start dating, were were you open to the idea of putting a profile on apps, or were you thinking I'm just hopefully just going to meet someone at the supermarket? Like, where was your brain? What were you thinking?
Well, I certainly didn't expect it to happen this quickly. I'll tell you that. So I did not date at all. I did nothing, didn't care, didn't want to the entire time all of this was happening. So this was like my first, oh my God, I'm single, right? That was it. And I did go on the apps because I don't know how the hell else I'm going to meet anybody, right? I work for myself. I only work with women from home. So unless it's my mailman, I don't really know what's going on here, right? So I signed up for apps. I was on them for a while. I went on a lot of really fun dates, a lot of really bad dates.
Okay. Can you share any?
Well,
bad dates.
Bad. You're like, I want the bad ones. I think I mentioned this in another episode on the episode that's about dating in your 50s. But there was this one guy who just kept insisting he could be at my house. He had no idea where I lived. That he could be at my house in 20 minutes with croissants and coffee. It was 5 p.m. I'm like, first of all, hi.
Because you said croissants and coffee in your profile?
No, somewhere? I don't know where he got that from.
Okay.
I think he thought it was sexy or some shit. I don't know. It was so
specific.
Weird.
Okay.
And like his first real question to me was, are you a good kisser? And I'm like,
what are you, 12?
Wait,
okay.
What are we in 4th grade? I was like, really? Is this happening? I gotta go, dude. Yeah. So there were some of those, and there were a couple.
But you never went on a date with that person.
Hell no.
Right.
I was like, have a nice time. Don't trip on your way out. Bye. No, that was like a 5-minute phone call. Nothing happened. But so it wasn't a date. I shouldn't call it a date. There were some fun experiences. Then there was another date. I don't think I've really talked about. This guy said he was like 55. I'm 50, right? Am I 50? Yeah, I'm 50. So he said he was 55. There is no way this man was younger than 70. Right?
Oh, wow.
Oh my God. I was like, really, dude? I was like, by the end of the date, he had me reading his blood sugar because he couldn't see. I'm like, what is happening? Yeah, he's like, I got diabetes. Can you tell me what my blood sugar is? I'm like, what the fuck is happening right now? Because my whole philosophy about dating at this age was I'm not going to be a nurse or a purse.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And I was clearly about to become both if I dated this man a second time. So I was like, I got to go. My dog just knocked over a plant. I'll see you later. Yeah. So there were some of those. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't even understand the whole point of like lying on a profile.
I don't either.
Because eventually you have to meet them in person. So what?
Now you started off on a lie.
Yeah.
Hi. Are you dumb?
Or you've let them down. I've always thought if you're going to lie about your age, go older.
Right.
So then you're like a pleasant surprise.
Oh my God, you're so much younger. Oh my God. No, that I'd still be pissed. I'm like, what the fuck are you lying for?
I know. It's so weird.
Hi.
It's
so weird. People are weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I did all the things. I did the things. I did the.
Okay.
I did it all.
Okay.
I did it all. Well, not that way. Yeah. And then.
Okay. So now you've met your current boyfriend.
Yes.
And did you have an inkling before you even met him?
A little. Interestingly enough.
Because you had a phone call, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you did? So you saw a profile. If you're both interested, then you guys hopped on a call.
Right.
Was that how? Okay.
Well, what I was doing is I didn't do anything. So I would let them like me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to tell you something about that. Anyway, so I'd let them like me and then I would like them back if I wanted to, and then I'd do nothing.
Okay.
And I only kept like 5 guys in that double like section at a time because I can't.
That's a lot. Okay.
So just side story.
Yeah.
So I go off the app once I start dating Ray, right? I went back on to remove my profile. 953 likes.
Wow. Hey, girl. Hey.
No. That's not why I'm telling you that. What I'm saying, one, I didn't know there were that many single people anywhere.
Yeah.
First of all, in our age group, right? I was like, what? And that's why I kept it to 5. Because who are you? I couldn't even.
That's crazy.
I can't even go through that if I wanted to. Like, I don't even know
like
how the app
job.
would allow that to happen. Like, at some point, stop it.
Yeah.
Like, stop. Like, that's how is someone supposed to deal with that? Anyway, I thought it was more comical than anything. But
so in your profile, I'm assuming, sorry, I've never been on a dating app. I'm assuming that you also put down what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say you have an age range.
Yep.
What was your age range?
I think so I'm 50. I put 48 I want to say to 61. I think that's what I did.
61.
I think so.
That
yeah,
is so
because I wanted
specific.
the over. I know. Isn't
Okay.
that funny? I don't know. I'm weird.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty narrow.
Well, I wanted to go younger, to be honest. Scratch his head. I wanted to go younger. Yeah, and I did that for a couple of days. And then I was like, oh no. I do not want to go younger.
Oh, okay.
I just, again, with the nurse part, the purse part, I was like, nope, I want to grown up. So I shut that down real quick and I just bumped it up a little.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because, yeah.
So on these sites, let's say someone has indicated that they're 70.
Right.
Just for instance, would they even be able to contact you?
They could.
Okay.
But they know that's not
your
right.
thing. Okay.
Right.
Okay. I didn't know if the app like controlled it to that extent.
I wish it did. It would have been nice, but
just
whatever.
Like block out those people. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I know, right?
Okay.
I know. It's a whole world out there, Michelle.
Crazy. I don't even know what I would do. In fact, I know what I would do, which would be nothing.
It's intense, man.
I mean,
and I like had a system. I was like, 5 of you go in this queue. I'm only talking to these 5. And then the likes would just accumulate. And then I'd go in, if I kicked one of the 5 out, right? Like croissant man, I'd go back to the queue and put another one in. It was crazy. It was, I tried to have it not be a full-time job. That was the whole goal.
Yeah.
And that's why I kept it at 5.
So what was it about your boyfriend's profile that had you put it in that?
It's a great question.
5 bucket.
There was put it in the 5 bucket. We need a new term. You go in Sarah's 5 bucket. It was his casual nature. It was the way he.
And you could tell?
Yeah, you could tell. I think really quick. I could tell who had ADHD in like 2 seconds on their profile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you're like, because you feel like hyped up when you're done reading the profile. You're like, how did I do that? Oh, okay. Oh, you're gonna tell that way. I felt relaxed after reading Ray's profile. I was like, oh, okay. Just like a person. Like it was a normal person. I don't know how it's normals mean, but that's what I mean. It was just a person. I was like, oh, and actually, I don't know if you remember this. You and I were at Laura's house in Atlanta when I said yes to Ray. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
And you said, all right, Ray. And you turned around my computer like, let's see what you're about. Do you remember? And you, both you and I were like, okay, we like him. Do you remember this? Yeah. That's what it was just like a nice profile. There was just that feeling of like, he was easy and like fun to talk to. And
I don't know if I gleaned all of that after reading.
I did. You're like Sarah Walton. I gleaned that. Yeah.
Is there any advice you could share to women in their 50s who are maybe on the apps?
Yeah.
Like you're talking like you got these feelings, but were there any kind of like red flags in the ones where you're like, absolutely not?
Okay, so I'm very liberal.
Yeah.
This is, everybody's going to laugh at me. If someone had conservative in their profile, I just wouldn't even look at it because I just felt like really strongly about that. That was not going to be an easy thing.
Right. Sure.
Right. Especially in today's climate. So, that was something I did real quick. Also, if they were separated and not divorced, no touching. Like absolutely not. And they could be great, but no.
And I don't know if this is too judgy of me, but I'm like, I don't even think you should be dating. Like, it's not official yet.
It isn't official. And, and I get it. Like, I didn't date during my separation time, but I get it. I get you're like, let me start over. But the almost ex-spouse could see it. It just makes it messy for it. So that was an absolute no for me. And there was one guy, I remember at the very beginning, seemed really great. Yeah. And I'd put him in there. I missed that he was separated. Oh. And then I went back in. I was like, oh my gosh. I said, actually, I'm so sorry. I have this really strict rule. If I'm still on here when you're actually divorced, let me know. And he was great about that. But that was, couldn't even tell you what his name was, but he was great. What other red flags were? So an absolute no was conservative. Absolute no was separated, not divorced.
So you had these rules.
I had rules.
But like when you were reading through, and you were like, I could tell this person had like ADHD or whatever. Like what? Just that, like the actual, because you couldn't write like paragraphs about yourself, right? Yeah, you just felt like it was erratic, like it was kind of all over the place.
Yeah, you could just tell one sentence didn't follow the other. It was like, I have a cat. I went to my and you're like, what? Yeah. Yeah, you just kind of felt jumbled.
Yeah.
So not that that's bad. A lot of people have ADHD and they're amazing, right? But it was like, I just didn't hit when there was somebody like also in the queue that could be like, oh my God, that feels so easy. That feels natural. That's like, I don't want to go skydiving. That's my friend Michelle. I'll let you know if she's ever single. She's not right now. Right? Like those kinds of things. And then, it was really a feeling of like you could, because you do get a lot. And I actually had somebody say to me, this was so great. So I wrote my profile and I talked about how much I love like really nice dinners, or I love to be out with people. And I said something like, if you can share a glance across the table or hold my hand. And she was like, take that out right now. And I was like, what? She's like, you just gave someone a roadmap for how to manipulate you. Ooh. And I was like, oh my God. It was like the best advice I got was do not tell them what you want that way, because they'll give it to you and then you're screwed because you're going to think it's my person, and it's not your person. So I was so grateful for that. So as far as dating advice, don't do that. I thought that was so good.
Well, profile advice.
Profile advice, correct. Sorry, you're right. Profile advice,
when you're putting up your profile.
Yeah,
okay, ladies, take notes.
Seriously, right? Like, And I did not put the name of my actual town in my profile either. I did it in like a neighboring town. Yeah.
And you don't put your full name up there, right? It's just your first name or whatever?
No, I only did my first name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, you got to be careful.
You have to, listen, we're women, right?
Yeah.
We know half the population can do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So now you've started to talk to Ray.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me,
mm-hmm.
how did it progress? So you guys went on a date.
Well, we talked on the phone first.
Okay.
So I did a couple other things, and Ray knows about this now, so he can tease me about this later. But the other thing I would do is I would let the guy, so after we do the mutual, like he's got to take the next step. I did nothing. I would do nothing. It's like, show me what you got, man. Let's go. And so it would be a couple of exchanges. And if they didn't ask to get on the phone, after a couple exchanges, they were out of the 5.
Okay.
And then if they did, I would say, oh, awesome. I'm free on Wednesday from like 5 to 7. I would make it really specific. And I got a lot of guys would write back and go, oh, like an appointment? And I'd be like, yep, that's correct. Right. I run my own business. I've got kids. Yeah. It is like an appointment. I'm not going to wait for you to call me when you're drunk with your bros. Like that's not what's happening. So they would have to do that to be like, oh, I'll take the Thursday, let's talk on Thursday at 6 or whatever I had said. And then we'd exchange numbers. And Ray called right on time. Right.
We love that.
Love that. Super, super just, ooh.
It's considerate.
It's like, I wanted a grown up. You know what I'm saying? Like, please don't make me mother you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So he called right on time. I think we spoke for an hour, laughing, exchanging. He had his own dating horror stories. I was dying. I was like, oh my God, that did not just happen to you, right? I was like, no. He was like, yeah, I know. He's like, he's like, this is a really weird question. I'm sorry, but are you really divorced? And I'm like, yeah, why? He's like, because I've been on dates where they're not. And I'm like, no, I'm really, really divorced.
So that was one of his things too. Like you can't be separated.
He'd.
Yeah. Horror stories. Okay.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, bad stories. Okay.
And he had been divorced for a while. So he's been dating and out there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You're like, he's divorced, right? Yes. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
When I meet him, I'm going to ask him for, no, I'm just kidding.
Whoa. What do you want to ask him?
The horror stories.
He'll tell you. They're hilarious. Here's another thing I loved right out of he is such a good storyteller.
Oh,
so you're going to have a great time listening to these stories.
Okay.
He like gets into the details and he leaves suspense. I'm like, how do you do that? I'm just like, then this one time. And he's like, you got to picture it. I'm like, picture what? Just tell me the damn story. No, he's really good at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you had the phone call. And then you were like, okay, he passed whatever tests, right? He called on time.
Hoops have
he
been
made
jumped
you laugh.
through.
Yes.
Yeah.
So then you decided to go on a date.
Yeah.
How did that come about? I'm assuming he asked you because you're like,
yes.
I don't want to.
I don't do anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, where does that come from? The I don't want to do anything. Is this like a men should be making the first move thing?
It's, you know what it is? I think at this age, I want a grown up. I know I've said that like 15 times already in this episode, but I think it's really important. I have, for me, this is not all women, right? But for me, I have led in every effing aspect of my life for as long as I can remember. And, as we've talked about in previous episodes, the things I've gone through over the last year, what I've learned about myself. And I'm actively in a season of learning how to receive because I take care of everything.
Yeah.
I manage everything. I did not want to manage this.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need a life partner show me what you got.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't to be like testing, like, oh, you didn't pass. It was like, I'm just not interested if you can't. I just don't, no. Nope.
Okay.
I have kids. I don't want to date one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting. It's really interesting hearing your attitude towards dating now that you have a lot of experience.
Yeah.
You're in your 50s. You know exactly what you want.
Right.
Like this conversation between us would have looked very different, right? Like 30 years ago.
We had them 30 years ago, and yes, they did look. They looked very different. Yes.
Very, very different. Yeah.
And it's nice dating at this age. You know what I mean? You're not worried about, do they want kids? Do they want all the pressure's off.
Yeah.
All that stuff, you know, it's really nice. Yeah. That is the plus.
Okay. So he asked you out.
He did.
And I don't think I know exactly like what your first date, where did you go? I'm assuming you guys went out to dinner.
We went for drinks, which was another plus in his corner.
Okay.
That it wasn't dinner.
Oh.
It was drinks.
Okay.
Which I think is great because if you don't like each other, you can leave.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So I was like, I have a seasoned dater on my hands here.
Yeah.
Which I liked. I really liked that. So we went for drinks and I don't drink, right?
Right. I was just going to say, so what did you have?
I never tell anyone that. I went on a lot of drinks, right? A lot of drink dates. And I just didn't say anything because they'd be like, are you an alcoholic? I just would be like, yeah, sure. Sounds great.
Yeah.
And then I'd get there and order a club soda.
Yeah.
And they're like, what? I'm like, it's Wednesday, dude. It's 5. I'm not. I'm good.
I got shit to do.
Or whatever. Yeah. So I think I had 22 club sodas on our first date.
What did he drink? What is his drink of choice?
He had a beer. Okay. I don't remember what it was, but it was on tap, whatever it was.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. All right. All right. So then, how are you feeling at that point? Were you like, oh shit, I'm in trouble? Or were you like, okay, I like him. Like how,
that's
how
a
hot
great
was
question. In the beginning, so I do need to give this a little bit of context because I had said earlier that I didn't want to date anyone who was conservative.
Mm-hmm.
And while Ray is in the middle, he leans conservative.
Okay.
And I told him right out of the gate on the first, I was like, we need to talk about this because had you put that on your profile, I wouldn't have answered you.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God. So we really had to talk about it. We talked about it right out of the gate. That being said, the reason that came up so quickly is our first date was the day that Charlie Kirk was killed.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I walk into the bar and he's like eating his phone, right? Like he's like in the phone and paying attention and he didn't see me. And so I got this like, I'm going to check him out for a sec because he was so engrossed. I was like, sucker, keep looking, right? I was like, let me check out this guy over here. I don't know, right? And he was telling, and then I did that. I like, and he'd expected me to come from the other side. So he was like, oh, and so I caught him off guard. He's in a bad mood. He's totally upset about what's going on in the state of the world, right? And I'm like, I'm just going to watch him be upset for a second. I was like, let me see what this guy does.
Yeah.
And he was really upset. He was like, oh my, like who kills people? I'm like, well, like we're like right out of the gate, we went right at the big issues. And it was like, well, no, it's never okay to kill somebody. And right, there are some things we don't say. Like it just started out that way. And he was like, you know what, you're right. Okay. And I watched him be a grown-up. And that was really, I think that was part of it for me, was he calmed himself down. I didn't have to intervene. I just watched him. I didn't say anything. I just kind of let him go through it. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Right. This is a tough day for me, but hi, like, let's talk. And he asked the best questions.
Ooh.
Like the best questions.
That's sexy.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. And when we first met, even though he was pissed, he like reached over. I think he gave me a kiss on the cheek or something. And I went, oh shit. Like I just had that moment of like, okay, sit down, Walton.
Yeah.
Simmer down over there. So I sat down.
You got like all the tinglies like immediately?
My body was really happy about him. Okay. I was like, okay, I'm not dead inside. No, I was like, okay, simmer down there, Smalls, like chill it out.
Okay.
But I was very much awake.
Oh.
And then I just sat at the bar stool with, my club soda and I let him talk. And I just let him talk and let him talk. And normally when that happens, they'll talk all night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we love you, men. We love you. But it was like, boy, do you like to hear yourself talk.
Yeah. About yourselves.
About yourself, right? And so he did that for about 90 seconds.
Okay.
And then he was like, so tell me, And I don't remember the first question, but I was like, holy shit, no one's ever asked me that.
Yeah. Oh.
First date, no one's ever asked me that. I'm in a lot of first dates, you know?
Yeah.
So that's really where it kicked off. And then an hour and a half later, I'm like, I gotta go. I thought I'd be with him for 45 minutes tops. Yeah. And I had to get on a plane to go to Vegas to record a podcast. You heard about that? Yeah. So I was like, I gotta go to Vegas. He goes, what's taking you to Vegas? And that's how I tell him. And anyway, so I was like, I gotta go. And he was like, okay. So he walks me out to the car and I can tell he's kind of like, do I kiss her? I don't kiss on first dates ever. Never. I just don't do it. I don't know why. It's the Sarah Walton thing. I don't.
Wait, even when you were like in your 20s?
Oh, then fuck yeah. Okay. I'm talking about like
No.
as a human who's fully developed prefrontal cortex.
Yeah.
I don't kiss on the first date. And so I could tell he was like, what do I go, Ray, I'm going to hug you and I'm going to go home and pack. And he goes, okay. It was like, oh my God, right? Yeah. And I got in my car because at this point I had realized, okay, so he is more conservative than me. And I got in my car and was like, God, fuck.
Yeah.
What do I do with this? Because I could tell there was really something there.
Yeah.
And there you go. That was the first date.
Okay.
Okay. You bored yet? You
All
okay?
right.
You all right?
No.
Everybody breathing?
Please. I'm like on the edge of my seat. So,
yeah.
All right. So obviously it has been going very well.
Yeah.
And I mean, can we?
Yes, Michelle. What do you want to know, Michelle?
Can we talk about what everyone wants to talk about?
What does everyone want to talk
I'm
about?
like a 12-year-old boy.
You really are, but tell me.
So what is it like having sex with someone different for like the first time in 20
ever
years?
Yeah,
right?
It's God, I didn't think of it like that. Thank you for that. Now shit. I didn't think of it like that. It is I didn't think of it like that. Oh my gosh. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, really good. Really awesome. Really fun. You know what's nice?
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies, all of you out there, I want to hear all the women who are dating right now. You know what's nice is they aren't 12-year-old boys. That's very nice. So there's a level of, I think, connection and awareness in sex at this age that I don't think we had when we were younger.
Sure.
That I really, really appreciate.
Well, what about for you too?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, it's awesome. I don't know what else to say. It's been, what are the words? Invigorating, exciting, fun, playful. It's just so different. It's so different. Yeah. And it's so fun to have both the like exploration of someone new.
Yeah.
But with the maturity of like, you can kind of surprise me, but not really. But ooh, you surprised. Oh, that was surprise. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know how to describe it. I should have been more prepared for this conversation because of course you were going to ask me this, but it is hard to describe. It's hard to describe. It's awesome. It's so much fun. So much fun.
And do you feel like, you're, because I always wonder this. So, okay, sorry.
Go ahead,
Let me
Michelle.
get my thoughts together. So we're at this age. And so we pretty much like know what we like and what we don't like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is great. So do you still feel like there's a part of you that wants to explore sexually?
Yes.
And try different things because now you're with someone different?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Do you want to share what any of those things are?
I probably won't, but no, but damn
Sorry,
it.
guys.
Thought we were going to get her. No, but what's, you're slip it in there. No pun intended. Nice, Michelle, you dirty, dirty dog. Yeah, I have found that. I think for both of us, it's been really fun, right? Because every person's so different. And obviously he was single a lot longer than I was. He was single the whole time I was married, basically. So I don't think it's quite as different for him, but we're sure having a blast figuring it out. I'll tell you that. Look at that smile.
That's
Michelle just had the sweetest smile for me. Oh,
that's so nice.
It's so nice. It is really. It's and a little bit dirty, but a lot of fun. Yeah.
I mean, it feels like, I'm sure it feels different too. I think when you're younger, sometimes you're just like, like, is this okay? Where now it's like, whatever, like, let's try it, like.
Fuck it, if it doesn't go well, we won't do it again.
Yeah,
actually, we've actually said those words. We're like, let's try, let's see what happens. If we don't like it, we won't do it again. We have actually said those words, which is hilarious. But the other thing, and this is a shout out to Ray, I hope he's okay that I share this. What I love about being with him that way is how open he is. Like, we've actually had a great time, like, reading books together. We're like, we should try that. Did you see this? We're like looking at things upside down together. Oh my God, it's so much fun.
You have books?
We have books. We've got books. Well,
did you take them out from the library?
No, these I did not get from the library because I don't want, someone else has touched them. That might be weird. So anyway, no, but exactly. Blink harder, Michelle. She's like, what the fuck did I just ask?
These pages are sticky.
Yeah, it's like, damn it, Chandler. Yeah, these pages are stuck together. No, these were ones we bought. But yeah. And
did you buy them together?
No, he'd buy one, then I'd buy one. And then we're like, oh my God, look at that. Oh. So we're just having a blast, honestly.
How come you haven't shared these books with us girls?
Keeping some things for me, but I'll share them with you if you like.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's so much fun.
I did want to ask you, this is definitely more of a serious question, but still related to sex. Now that...
Serious, but sex.
But
Sex.
Now that we are like full-blown in perimenopause.
Yeah.
You obviously are A-okay, because I know that going through perimenopause for most women, the sex can be painful.
Yes.
The libido is low.
Right.
All those things. Have you struggled with that at all?
No.
Okay.
And it could be that this is a really great connection. It could just be that, and it's him. I don't know.
Okay.
Because I wasn't really, this is like, full disclosure of Sarah Walton, but like I wasn't sexually active for a really long time. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. And it could be just that it really is the connection I have with him. But I do know a lot of women, and I take estrogen. Estrogen. I have an estrogen patch on me all the time.
Yeah.
Pro tip. Yeah. Funny, I don't know if this helped or not. Ray's going to listen to this episode and go, you do what? He doesn't know about this. You're welcome, honey. Anyway, so when I went to my doctor to get estrogen and I was like, listen, I'm going to start dating, what do I need to know? Because it's been a long time. And she said, coconut oil after the shower. Okay. All the way up, all the way in.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, okay. So there's a jar of organic coconut oil on my bathroom.
Is it kind of solid or it's liquid?
You can keep it solid and put it in there if you'd like. But yeah, you can do it either way.
Now there is something that happened, and it's happening to one of our friends. I won't name any names.
Yeah.
And she's a few years older than us. Mm-hmm. And I do think that is going to happen. But that it's not about lubrication.
No, it's about the
tissue.
The actual skin itself.
And so that hasn't happened to me yet.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm just kind of waiting.
Oh God, I hope it doesn't happen anytime soon.
I mean, I think it will. And then I think that's when like the topical estrogen
can be a little bit more helpful.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't run into that either. But our friend is working on that. So we'll let people know if that works, because I think it's important for us to know what works. Because I gotta tell you, sex in your 50s is fucking fun.
Yeah. It should be.
Oh my God, I'm having so much fun.
Yeah, it should be. Because for once, we don't have to worry about getting pregnant.
Oh, it's so nice. Oh, I love that part.
Yeah. And like you do find, like if you've explored and you've had a fairly healthy sexual life, you'll know what kind of works for you, or like the boundaries that you have, or, like, like how to have fun. I know that sounds crazy, but yeah. And I think that's really important.
It is. It's an important part of life.
But I do just want to say, because I do think, and I've mentioned this on my main YouTube channel, but I want to mention this here and now, that I had to be told this, and I shared this with a lot of women who did not realize that, because they always refer to this perimenopausal symptom as vaginal dryness, and it's not dryness. It's not necessary. I mean, I do think there can be a lubrication issue.
Okay.
But it's that, just like the skin on your face, it's like the skin in your vagina It's losing collagen, it's losing elasticity, and that's what makes the sex so painful, is that you're literally being like torn apart.
Oh, yeah.
Right? There's no stretch.
Right. Well, hence the coconut oil situation, by the way. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I think to actually help the skin become more elastic, you need an estrogen cream. Because the lubrication, I think, can help.
Right. But it's not the full.
But it's not.
The full Monty.
Yeah.
As it were.
Yeah.
I'm so funny.
So yeah. So anyway, there's actually, and I won't get into it here, but there's on top of the estrogen cream, there's other ways to deal with that particular
But get it
scenario.
dealt with. And there's nothing wrong. It's what happens when we age. I think that's important for people to know, right?
It's just what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just what happens to skin everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's what's going on, sister. Yeah.
So
what else do you want to know?
So the sex is great.
Yes.
I love to hear that. Were you, because I think this is probably for a lot of women out there. I mean, I would imagine if I were in your shoes, I would be hella nervous, really, really nervous about having like a different person, like just even see me naked. Because I've been with my husband now 30 years.
That's interesting. Yeah.
For like someone who essentially is like a stranger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, were you nervous at all? Did you feel
That's a great question. Yeah, I was. I mean, we'd been really honest and I knew when it was going to happen. Right. So I was prepared.
Did you guys plan it?
Yeah. I mean, we knew. I was like,
now you're not blunt as I am. So were you, how does it come out? Because I would be like, we're going to have sex tonight. That's how I would approach it.
Well, there were lots of conversations first, right? It was like, one, are we still seeing other people? All those things had to get, because here's another thing I don't do. I don't really want to have sex with someone if we're not in a committed relationship. I know people are like, is this the same Sarah Walton I knew in her 20s? Yeah. Different now.
Yeah.
But we knew we were headed that way pretty quickly. And there was a date we were going on. And we went to go see The Rear Window. They were replaying The Rear Window. Is that the cutest? Yes.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's one of the best, right? Yeah. And his apartment was very near there. Mm-hmm. And he'd mentioned that with a smile, right? Exactly. Okay. And so I don't think I said, yes, I will, fuck your brains out. I don't think I said that. What I said was, yes.
Okay.
And he was like,
okay. He was like, it's on.
He was like, okay. Like he said it like that. Like once you get to know him, you'll totally hear him be like, okay. Like that's totally his voice, the way he says it. It was like, okay, yeah. So I did know. So I was all pretty, you know, as things are. But yeah, it was a blast. I didn't feel weird at all.
Okay.
I was so excited to be with him specifically that I didn't feel.
And how far into the relationship was this, would you say?
Month? No. I don't remember, to be honest. I don't remember the exact amount of time. Okay. Early. I mean, we didn't wait that long.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're all adults here.
No, I mean, we really did not wait. I mean, I knew the second I hugged him on that first date, fucker.
Yeah.
It's like, I need more of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get over here. Okay.
Yeah, a little bit of like, I'm sorry, are we still wearing pants?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bit like that. I'm sorry, are we still clothed? It was like that. And that first encounter was like that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he always jokes about, I've never seen anyone take off their clothes as fast as
That's my girl. You're like butt naked, like,
okay. I'm like standing there, hands on hips, like, are you still undressing? God damn it, man. Get it together.
I love that about you. I love that about you. You're fast at everything.
I really
Eating, getting undressed apparently. Yes.
But also getting dressed or doing my makeup. I do everything fast. It's true. I do.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Oh my God. That cracks me up. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is a total hypothetical, obviously. Now, if the sex was not good, but everything else was great, do you think you'd still be in that relationship? Like, how important was that aspect?
That's a great question. Right now in my life, I think it's really important. I think I always try so hard to be respectful, but I think I sacrificed in that area in a lot of different ways at a lot of different times in my life for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm just not willing to right now. It's kind of like I won't date somebody who can't figure out how to ask me out.
Yeah.
Hello. Low bar there. But, it's like I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think I'd want someone who was scared or timid or shy.
Or if you just didn't click.
Or we didn't click. Yeah. I think what has made this so fun is just how open we are.
Yeah.
Like there's no, we're not 12. It was like, what?
Yeah.
Wait, you want to do, hold on. Let me see if that, it's fun.
That is hysterical.
It is. It's pretty funny.
Because, again, thinking back to in our 20s, that was so important.
Right.
That I wonder if it's, I don't know. Was it so important? Or was it just something to talk about with the girls? I don't know.
That's a great question. Well, there was a lot of good sex to be had in our 20s. We had a good time. But that was different. That was about.
Oh, it's so different.
It's so different. This is about a whole other level of, I think, connection and close, all of that. But that's also, how do I say this? I'm not even sure how to word it, but it's more of about, connection's not the right word. I'm having a hard time with this, but expanding, right? It's like that idea that at this age, why would I want anything to contract? Like, I don't want my sex life to get smaller. I don't want my friendships to get smaller. I don't want, I'm not in that phase. It's like, I just want what I want. Like with the girls, right? Our relationships are getting deeper.
Yeah.
It's not that I want more friends.
Yeah.
Right. But the relationships I have are not contracting, they're expanding. And I would want my love life to be the same way. I don't want to have to sacrifice something, just like I don't with friends.
Yeah.
I don't do that either. If someone's an asshole, I'm like, oh no, the doorknob hit you in the ass on the way out. Have a nice day. I don't want that. And I don't want half a relationship.
Yeah.
And I feel like that would be half a relationship.
And I think what's really interesting too, hearing you talk about the sex in your relationship, I think in our 20s, there's so much validation that comes with having sex. So much of it is he wanted to have sex with me.
Yes.
And now it's just so much more of an even playing field, a level playing field, whatever the saying is, that it's everyone is just sort of on the same page. It's just not about that.
Nope, it's not. Yeah.
And I think that's got to be so
nice.
Fantastic.
It really is. It's really nice. And I think, even with the other men our age that I dated before I met him, it wasn't there. I think the men are much more insecure. Is she going to want to have sex with me?
Yeah.
And again, like you said, that's an even playing field. And I don't mean it oh, it's so great they're insecure. I don't mean it like that at all. There's more of an awareness that this is if sex happens, right? There's a partnership there. There's an equality there that's happening that I don't think we had earlier on in our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's kind of cool to come into a relationship with that established.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Have you guys exchanged the L word?
Yes. You're such a dork. Oh my God, are you the cutest?
Oh, I love that though.
Yeah.
I mean, having been your friend through all of this, through when you were dating to when you got married to being there when your firstborn was coming out of you.
Yes.
Coming out of you.
Yeah.
And how hard the decision to get a divorce, to get all of it, to be there and to see you happy now. I'm going to cry. To see you happy now is, it's just wonderful. It's so wonderful. And I think, a lot of women at our age feel like things are over.
Yes.
Now. And I feel like this can really be the best beginning for so many women, you know, they've done all the women's work, shall we say?
All of it.
All of that work. And now it's it's time for you to be you and be a little selfish and not compromise.
Yes.
And go after that relationship or communicate with your husband, whatever it is that you need and that you want.
Yeah. And it doesn't even have to be a need. I think that's important. It could just be a want.
Yeah.
I want this.
Yeah.
And I do think, I remember feeling that way, getting divorced. Because I wasn't going to date. I was like, it's over.
Yeah.
I'm done. It's fine. And I was fine with it. I wasn't even upset.
Yeah.
I was like, it's just over.
Yeah.
Whatevs,
Yeah.
right? And I'm just going to live my own life and do my thing. And I was fine with that. But I think what you just said is really important because that feeling of it's over is such a lie. And it's, I mean, I even kind of balk at saying that because I don't want anyone to feel bad if they're feeling that way. I'm very careful about that because it feels so real when it's happening. But to be on this side of it and see, oh no, you can actually just start.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's very cool.
It is very cool. It does feel like a renaissance.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God.
Are you sweating? I thought I was supposed to be in the hot seat.
No.
Oh.
I'm kind of excited. No.
Oh dear. Oh, well.
No.
You get to go home to your husband later. Be like, honey, we're buying some books.
He's going to be like, what?
He's like, Michelle, don't be dumb. I know every single inch of you. What are you talking about?
And he's going to be like, oh, you don't know what you're doing?
Oh, really now? No, I did learn some things though.
I'm sure.
I was like, what? That's what? What?
You know, it's just, it's not talked about enough.
It isn't. And it
really
should be because like we all have the same bodies. They all work the same way, people.
Pretty much.
I mean, no, there might be spots or something you like more than something else, but where things are and how things can get it. It's fun. And it's so fun.
It's natural.
It's natural. It's very organic.
It's very organic.
And if you like Sarah, you can get super organic really fast.
Oh my God. All right. I'm trying to think if there are any other burning questions.
Oh, well, you guys can ask me questions too in the comments too. If you guys are like, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah.
I got to know this or I got to know that. Yeah.
Yeah. Get personal.
Yeah, do it. Apparently it's all poor Ray. Oh. Apparently it's all open. Not all of it, Ray, I promise. Yeah.
No pun intended.
Oh, right. That too. Dirty.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Please leave all of your dirty questions for Sarah down below in the comment section. And
dirty dogs.
Dirty, shirty. Dirty, shirty. I started saying that years ago and I have no idea where that came from.
It's awesome. I love it.
All right. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. We would love that.
And we don't be dirty every time, I swear. We don't be dirty. I talk good too. It's great. You're welcome. Listen, for those of you who are still wondering why your earbuds are in your ears, thank you so much for listening. We love you guys so much. Go ahead and give us a 5-star rating and write up a review for us. That just helps so many other women who are dating in their 50s or who are going through perimenopause or who want to know what it's like to date and have sex again. It helps them find us and so that we can help more women have a really good time and laugh.